Hola from the west side. It's me, DC the Purple Diva, and it is time for Not So Random Chat. So go grab your coffee, your tea, or whatever your libation is tonight, and let's start to talk about whatever we want to. I'll be right with you guys. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hola from the west side. I don't know if you guys can see me. It looks like you can see me. Let me cut down my on here. My screen is frozen on my side in my StreamYard, y'all. So happy Monday, everybody. Hope everybody is having a great day. And I don't know what just happened, y'all. Give me 1 second. Shoot. Yeah, stuff is acting trippy on my end. Like I don't see myself on screen, but it looks like you guys can hear me. So that's all that matters. Anyway, having some issues over here on my side. Let me get some stuff together. Now let me turn down this volume so that y'all don't hear echo in the background. And also I can't have my phone. Hey, Mo Grizzly. Hey, Angela, how you doing? Trying to get my music together here, y'all. And it was going, but then I don't know what happened. So I'm gonna try to get it back up and going. Because y'all know I don't like to have dead air. You know, that's the radio in me because I used to do radio and it's like the kiss of death. Oh, no, that's not what I want. It's like the kiss of death to have dead air. I mean, you guys know what it's like. If you're in your car listening to the radio and somebody forgets to push a button and you hear nothing for a few seconds, and it could be 10 seconds, but it sounds like an hour. So we got the music up and going, so we're doing good now. But I hope everybody's having a great Monday. I did just post the video right before this. That's not the reason I'm late. The reason I'm late is because I was having issues with my laptop and my external mic connecting, and so I didn't have any sound. So I had to reboot my Mac, and once I rebooted it, I don't know. Can you guys still see me? Because on my side, it's saying something crazy. As long as you guys can still see me. Because now, remember I said I was looking at a frozen screen. Now I'm looking at a black screen. Not my computer, just my. Okay, so you guys can still see me on your side, and that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what I'm seeing on this side, as long as y'all aren't looking at a black screen, and you can see my. my avatar, then that's cool. And I can see that my camera is still working. So hopefully when I come on camera, y'all will be able to see me. But yeah, I posted a video right before this in regards to keyboard bandits and cyberbullies. Please feel free to go watch it. It's about 10 minutes. It's just a little commentary in regards to it. Because there's been a lot of that going on. It's been going on for a while. I'm not going to say it just suddenly started, but it now seems to be really, really escalating. And I'm just amazed at the people behind the keyboards and behind the cameras. And hey, Rob, and their response, to people pulling up on them or people returning the favor of being doxxed and doxing them. Let's forget about people calling people out of their name. A name is a name. We know that we're not what these people are calling us. So, some of us are offended by that. Some of us aren't. So let's not even talk about the name calling. Let's just talk about the threats of physical violence, the intrusions into people's real lives. That part. I mean, why do y'all feel that it's your business to know what's going on, to know somebody's real life, or to insert yourself into their real life when they didn't ask you? And to get up here and be self-righteous about what you're doing. Meanwhile, threatening, cyberbullying, hoping people will have mental breakdowns. I didn't even talk about all of that. Because it was 10 minutes, can't talk about all that. But just the entire thing. Wait a minute, I forgot my water, y'all. Let me grab my water. I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna be talking, so I better have some water close by. All right, I'm back. Let me take a swig of this water too. Okay, so unless you had your head down in the sand, you know that there's been a pull-up behind madness online that people took offline. Hey, Maria. And I'm scratching my head, whether it's right or wrong about them pulling up, but I'm scratching my head about the fact that the parties that were doing all the threatening and everything were surprised. That they were surprised that it happened. Like, you surprised after you did something and you went so far as to threaten a situation, like to potentially have somebody permanently lose their children, and then you're going around here lying about whether they have their children back, trying to cyberbully them into showing their children online. Like, who the hell are you? If they choose not to show their kids ever again online, that's their business. And don't nobody care if you believe it or not. But These are supposedly grown folk doing all of this madness. Supposed quote unquote older people, in most cases, doing this to younger people. Or people going after people that they think are the weakest link. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that kids did and still do. And it often ends with someone getting hurt. It often ends that way. But hey, who am I? Hey, 12 L's. Hey, Positive Vibe. But y'all know, I ain't here for all of that. But I was certainly going to say something about it. And I'm going to still say something about it as long as it keeps going on, simply because y'all got to stop. Find something else. Is it worth the clicks and views? You know? And then the people that sit in the chats and tolerate this stuff and watch this stuff going on and cheer it on. I don't get y'all either. You know, this not about messy, haha, kiki, roasting everything. No. Y'all taking it to the streets. That's what y'all doing. And it's really sad. Yeah, do I blame the person for finding out where this other person was and pulling up? Let me not tell y'all how I would have been in my younger days. Hey, 1SP. But it just shows what kind of lives people have, whether they even have a freaking life. Like, you know, do you find something to do? Don't make other people on the platform content or make other people's pain your content. Or then create pain in their lives to make it your content. Like, what are y'all doing? And I don't know if you guys heard about young Pharaoh today. And his children's mother, I believe she's baby mama number 2, because apparently they're not really married. It's a spiritual marriage. I'm so sick of y'all with these spiritual marriages. Like, what is wrong with getting a piece of paper that says you are legally married? Spiritual marriage is my foot, because when stuff goes wrong, then suddenly you're not spiritually married anymore. But anyway, young Pharaoh allegedly beat and dragged his baby's mama in front of his videographer and one of their children. And then she came online after that. You even hear the part when she's giving a police report and everything. But they're in Texas, so see, Texas is not like California, or Georgia, or even New York. Where if it even looked like something like this happened, your butt going to jail. And then the young lady alleges that this is not the first time that this has happened. And, I used to follow young Pharaoh. I still do. I still do follow him. I just don't really listen to a lot of his rhetoric because he's been talking kind of crazy lately. But, at one point, he kind of had a particular school of thought and he wasn't too far out there in left field. Hey, Joe. But now homeboy is on some other stuff. But she's saying this isn't the first time that this happened. And other content creators that cover Nature Boy have implied that Nature Boy has hinted that this is how young Pharaoh is. And we know that allegedly they used to be friends. And you know what they say, birds of a feather. And we know that allegedly Nature Boy does some similar stuff. Hey, Terry. So, young Pharaoh immediately, took to social media and started talking. He was looking crazy, though. He was really looking crazy. Because you one of these brothers has been out here talking about queens and all this yada, 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 black queens. And it's appearing that you're smashing the nanny who's not black. And that you are a DV person. But you spouting all of this, most high and, our third eye stuff. That's what you spouting out on the internet, sir. And what you doing, dude? And you want her to come apologize. So you want her to apologize to you, but you were down there putting your hands on her, allegedly. Allegedly. And I know there's been a whole lot of people have been, posting videos, been playing stuff. I'm not playing none of that because I'm not giving any shine to him. And I'm not trying to have my live stream snatched down because I'm talking. Not to mention the fact that she had her kid in that live stream. Right after, clearly something happened because her face wasn't looking too good. I think it died, y'all. So we'll just do this without the music. Yeah, I think this little sucker died. It was like on 7%. So it has to charge back up. But as I was saying, I could put it on something else. I just don't know what. Let's see. No, Y'all will just have to hear, the ambulances and stuff in the background. Y'all, I live near a hospital, so y'all gonna hear a lot of that in the background. And I will just have to keep talking so it won't get too quiet on here. Anyway, as I was saying, this dude, in my opinion, needs to go see the inside of a jail cell if, in fact, what she alleged happened But of course, the videographer chick is not going to say that happened, even though it happened right in front of her, allegedly. Y'all know that. But here we have it. Young Pharaoh, just another one of these brothers, these young brothers over there making a baby mama out of these young women. I mean, she's still young, but now she got 2 kids by her spiritual husband, who she was with for 5 years. So he's basically, with her as a willing participant, allowed this man to suck up her youth, and have her pop out a couple babies, and, every woman after having babies does not pop back to whatever their body was before they had kids. You know what I'm saying? So she could potentially now have her body looking like she's much older than she is. And therefore, because y'all know men are visual creatures, put her in a predicament if she's, looking to move forward and potentially maybe be with someone different than him at a later date. But right now, what she needs to do, seriously, baby, you just need to get away from that man. Stay away from that man. Get your children away from that man. Get a restraining freaking order. And he needs to go into some anger management classes. Because since, they're in Texas, I believe, they're not going to, they're not going to send him to jail. He would have to, unfortunately, do something such as, relieve her of life, or for her to be in a hospital before something would happen in that state, allegedly. I'm just saying. See what you guys are talking about. When is P? How's the poetry going, sir? Your spoken word. I know you still out there doing big things. How things up there in Canada, north of the border. So before I go on, so I think I told you guys that I lost a friend last week. And I had just seen him with someone I had known since college. So yeah, he got that Delta variant. And I literally had seen him the week before. And by the next week, he was no longer here. So now I'm just going to say this, for the people in the back, for the people who might care, I don't really care, what your feelings are about whether you should or should not, take anything. But what I am going to say is that please, 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 people, be careful. If you don't, if you're not of the belief in wearing face masks, or if it's not mandated in wherever you are, it's mandated where I am. But if it's not mandated where you are, please be careful and social distance, because this is not a joke. Okay? There are people who are legitimately checking out of here from whatever this is. Whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it. And so we're going to be having a homegoing for him this weekend. And I'm probably going to see people that I haven't seen since college. Um, Probably going to be a lot of members of his fraternity because he was a member of Kappa Alpha Psi. So there's going to be a lot of Kappas at this. But it just really, it breaks my heart that people are still not taking what's going on seriously. They still are, and I'm not saying that's what happened with him because he happens to be in a profession that's an essential worker. So I know what happened. He was exposed at work, but that's 3 people within the last month, since we've opened back up and everything, that have ended up, that I know ended up in a hospital because they were in essential worker type of jobs. People are starting to forget about the fact that people are still getting sick and people are still not making it. I wish I had my music because then, my message right now wouldn't sound so, depressing, but it's, it is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. I can't even fake the funk on that. And I know that there's a lot of censorship on what can be said and on what information is out there. But please don't, please don't be stupid and think that you're immune to whatever this is. So I just say, take whatever precautions you need to take, because I don't know about where you guys are, but where I am, they are starting to empty the shelves of toilet paper again. Can somebody please explain to me what the heck the issue? Why are we stacking up on toilet paper, people? What is it about thinking that you're going to have to be in your house for a period of time makes you think that you need 100 rolls of toilet paper, 200 rolls, a flatbed truckload of toilet paper? I'm just saying, y'all. And then if you look at what is going on around you, I don't know about you guys, like people are trying to push for things to go back to normal. And we're still stocked up here. Exactly. I mean, I already have stuff, but it's not like I'm getting ready to go out there and bring a whole bunch of new stuff in. Like what? Why would I do that? So yeah, not gonna do that. Not gonna do that. I'm like, I always have a lot of toilet paper. Okay, I'm the only girl in my house, but my man makes sure that we have plenty of freaking toilet paper. Okay, for me, the one girl in the house, so we don't have any issues with that. I just don't know why people are like back in the store stocking up on toilet paper. Here's the thing: once you stocked up the last time, you shouldn't have a need to do it again. Hey, Nietzsche, you shouldn't have a need to go out there and to stock up again. Like, what did you go through all the toilet paper that you had the last time? I don't think so. I don't think you went through all that toilet paper. I don't think y'all went through it. I think, I don't know. I don't get the toilet paper thing. I'm like, they're literally emptying the shelves at Costco. Emptying the shelves at Costco again. And I believe that it's because, you know, we're back to the daily, news things. And I can't listen to them every day or, I'm just going to go crazy. But we're back to the daily news things because it's not that bad as far as people being in hospitals yet. But last week, 10,000 people in 4 days in Los Angeles County. So, I don't know. I'm thinking like it's all of a sudden things are starting to, I hope things don't like turn too crazy, because in September we have the stupid recall election here in the state of California for our governor, because one party is mad and they're using 2020 as a reason to recall the governor. So we're spending, I don't know, 14 million or 14 billion, some crazy astronomical number, y'all. I'm coming right back. I gotta get a fan. I'm having a glow fest, so let me get my big girl. Yeah. Now we're talking. Had to get my fan because I'm over here glowing. But it's some outrageous amount that they are spending on this. And I was here in the state of California when we did the recall the last time. The last time that there was a recall, what the main reason I think that people allowed that recall to go through was because nobody wanted to pay high DMV charges. Like, it was about to go crazy. And so Arnold Schwarzenegger promised that that wouldn't happen if he was made the governor. And literally, that's really what I think got him in as governor. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm nonpartisan, okay? But, Schwarzenegger didn't do a bad job as governor, okay? And in my opinion, there's been some snafus. People weren't very happy with some of the decisions that the governor made in 2020. But I honestly think that a lot of that was the right decision, because you see what's going on now that we're opening everything back up. You see what's happening, y'all. It's sad. It's sad. It's scary, for a lot of people, because again, in my opinion, I think it's not necessarily whether someone has decided to, take it or not take it. I think that this new variant is just much more contagious, because this person, my friend who passed, was healthy. He was a healthy man, didn't have any health issues. He was just in my age group. He was in his late 50s. But I mean, those of us who are, Xers who are in our 50s, we don't look like our parents looked, or, or the generation before us looked. The baby boomers, we don't look like they looked in their 50s. Most of us, we still look young, I mean, there's some people that they look old, but my friend wasn't one of those people, and he didn't have any health issues. And I guess it's hard that we're losing so many people, and that so many people, we're still losing people. And, last summer, when there wasn't anything, we still don't really know what that does, but, people are hoping, but there are people who can't take it. Last summer, there was a quote unquote surge. This summer, I don't think we've necessarily seen that, but we have seen the impact that's had an impact on who was able to go to the Olympics and who had to stay home after training all this time. And you guys know that the NFL owners are trying to force NFL players to take the shot, or they can't play. Now, I don't think that's going to go over very well, because I think the NBA thought about trying that, and I think that the National Baseball League also thought about that, but they also thought about the fact that you can't do that to, especially for athletes, to, you don't know, we don't know with these things. And each one of them has its own thing going on. And even though it's a small percentage with everyone, it's like they may not want to take that chance, or it just may be, a belief, like, I don't know, Tuskegee. Okay? Because let's just be real about it. That's what the issue is for a lot of melanated people, including some who played in the NFL. It's going to be interesting if they try to force them to do this. Because what are we going to do? Are we going to have the third string and the fourth string quarterbacks out there? Third string, fourth string, safeties and cornerbacks, defensive ends, tight ends? Is that what we're going to do? There is just so much, I think, that is they're going to make this whole situation about people's personal freedoms at some point. And I don't know. I just think that it's going to limit it's just coming to something. And I just find it very disturbing, that the NFL is trying to do this when, we know that the majority of the football players are melanated. And once again, we have this thing, Tuskegee, that nobody really wants to talk about. When people were denied things, so there's lack of trust. There's a huge lack of trust. And honestly, a lot of these players are, just from what we're hearing, they're not going to go for it. They're not jumping up and down, and they feel that it'll set a precedence if it's allowed. I think it will too. I don't think that I don't think the owners of the team, have that right. This is an entirely different situation than with people who are working in offices and everything, which are closed in spaces and everything. They're doing their job as it pertains out on a field, and yes, they're all in each other's faces as athletes and everything. But that means there has to be a level of trust between the players. Hey, Finley Kennel. Finley River Kennel. Let me see what you guys are saying. Yeah, I just think that they're making it a control. I mean, it's already mandatory. It's already mandatory for some types of jobs. You guys have heard about healthcare workers who have quit their jobs or been terminated because they won't. And some jobs, as they're opening back up, they're giving them they're giving them it for free as part of their hiring. So I'm telling you, I just don't know. But my guy and myself, we talked about this like a couple of months ago, and we kind of saw that it was probably going to go this way, especially when you just saw them trying to push it a little bit just to see if they could make it stick. And in certain situations, they've been granted that. So now you're going to see places, now you're seeing, the sports trying to do this, and I don't know if it's because last season, we had people going in and out because they had it, and it was, if they feared that that's, going to ruin, their box offices and everything. But let me turn this off. Oh, I'll turn it off. This thing always appears like it's charged, but it's not. Let's not talk about the weather, y'all. Let's not talk about the weather and about how we all feel like there's, certain things that are really interesting. Like, okay, I grew up in a part of the country that sees humidity, in the summer. It's normal. It's normal because of where we were located and, just how the wind blows and everything. Okay. So up until, I would say, not the last 15 years, I had never really experienced humidity in the summertime in Southern California. But I have now. I mean, the first time was before my mother died. That's why I said 15 years. And it's happened. I mean, like today, walked out, feel really muggy. Felt like it was going to rain. It did. So there's a lot of evidence that there's manipulation. I mean, why do we need so many satellites up in the air? In the heavens. Why are there so many? It's just a question. But I just think that man has always wanted to play God, wanted to always do whatever it is that God does. I mean, we already have them doing the cloning of animals. We know about that. Could they perhaps be, cloning people as well? I don't know. That's, but I mean, if they're cloning animals, if they're manipulating things so that our food supply, unfortunately in the United States, has extra things in it, who's to say that they are not doing things to manipulate the atmosphere so that there's more rain someplace, or there is rain someplace that there isn't rain now, or that places that are not necessarily cold suddenly start getting colder. I'm just telling y'all, we just don't know. I mean, think about it. You have these two billionaires who were doing a kahunas. I guess it was a kahuna game because that's what they do, as to who was going to get out to space first, so that they could have private space travel for the rich. Because I think starting at 250,000, that's what many people's salary in a year. Some people, that's their house mortgage. And for most of us, even if we had that, we wouldn't be spending it on going up on a spaceship. We wouldn't be doing that. So yeah. But again, there's people who don't believe that either one of those things occurred. That neither Branson or Bezos actually really went up there, because allegedly Earth is flat, right? And we never landed on the moon. It was all CGA and videos. I'm just that's the kind of stuff that you hear. I mean, I believe that they're getting up there, and I believe that somebody's messing with the weather. I don't think that it's the Most High that's doing all of that. I think that people are finding ways to do things because this is what we do. We try to make ourselves to be like the Most High. Remember the Tower of Babel? When they were trying to reach for the stars? So he scattered their languages so that they couldn't understand it. So it was Babel. But we as mankind are very, very arrogant, I mean, we're just now even admitting that, yeah, there might be other intelligent life out there besides us, and we're just, now, admitting, at least for most of us, that something made all of this happen. You know, except for those who are atheists, except for those who are on that train, you know. But let us not forget about the, where are we? Oh, I can't see for nothing now tonight. As for, you know, let me just say this. Now, I am not a flat earther, but I have friends that are. I just try to understand it. So I wonder, you know, for them, you know, these people going up it allegedly, you know, into the space, and we're not even going to talk about what Jeff Bezos' spaceship looked like, his rocket. We're not even going to talk about what the heck the thing looked like, but yeah, go Google a picture of it. You'll see what I'm talking about. Look just a little bit like something. it looked just a little bit like something. But to my point, so if these two were able to go up there, then surely, if the planet is truly flat, they would have seen that just from being in the heavens, right? And we didn't get any of that report back, or are they in on the conspiracy? You know, because I just want to understand, you know, if it's flat, is like both the north and southern hemisphere all in this one little round thing, and there's nothing on and what's on the bottom then? What's on the other side? Is my question. So, you know, you guys know I'm just rambling on about that because I just find that really funny. You know, I know people take it seriously. You know, I think even, what's his name? The astrophysicist. Hey, Six Figures. The black astrophysicist. What's his name? Neil deGrasse Tyson, or Tyson deGrasse, whatever. Him, yeah. I think he's a flat earther. But you know, I also think that he doesn't believe either. A lot of people who are scientific have problems believing that there is a higher being, you know, because it's just not scientific. You know, we had to be Big Bang Theory. Had to be the Big Bang Theory. That's what we had to be. I know it's so quiet tonight, you guys. I know y'all are used to hearing the music in the background, but it'll be back the next time. I am going to get ready to get off of here, though. I don't have to work tomorrow. I am off tomorrow, y'all. I have a day off just because. I actually had a doctor's appointment tomorrow, but it was canceled by my doctor, not by me. So I will find something to do other than come online. I'm trying to get my mic and everything together. Give me 1 second. Ooh, this thing about to fall over, y'all. All right, I think I got it good now. All right, let me come on camera. Where is my... You're off tomorrow too? Yep, I'm off tomorrow. I have to finish my project though. So I know you guys can see me. Let me, I can't really see me, but y'all can see me. So I'm actually looking on here. Yeah, now so y'all can see me. Okay, so yeah. Maybe tomorrow I'm gonna finish my project because I put the primer back there behind me on my my ceiling. And the only thing I have to do is I have to do the popcorn. I got that popcorn stuff in the can where you can just go shh, 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 shh. You know, basically go back and forth. So yeah, that might be what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Finish up the daggone ceiling. Yeah. You know, handyman in my own house. No, I mean, I'm doing this one because I know how to do this. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. Otherwise, I would not do it, you guys. So anyway, I know I have the phone right here. So let me stop looking at the phone, look at y'all. It's just so weird because I'm looking at a black screen. But let me move the mic over here. All right, there we go. All right, you guys. So I will see y'all. I'll see y'all. There we go. I will see you guys on, let's see, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'll be back on live. My other vlog that I was supposed to upload will probably get uploaded tomorrow. I just really had a need to say what I needed to say in regards to the keyboard bandits and the cyber bullies. Like, y'all, I was worth all these clicks and views and whatever, you know, and how important it makes y'all feel and everything. But, you know, I'm sorry. Somebody gonna get hurt. For real, for real. Somebody is going to get hurt. So y'all need to stop that stuff. Anyway, I'm getting ready to get out of here. I'll see y'all on Wednesday in real time. Until then, peace and blessings from the West Side. I'll see you guys. I'm out. Peace.